Hello children, welcome to Science. Today we are going to learn lesson 4, the living world of plant, shoot system. In shoot system, the main stem is generally green in young plants and brown in old plants. It bears nodes from which leaves arise. The smooth leafless spot between two successive nodes is the internode. Stems bear buds either on the axils of the leaves or at the tip of the stem. They are axillary bud and terminal bud respectively. Functions of the stem. The stem holds up the various parts of the plants like leaves, flowers, fruits, etc. Stem gives mechanical support to the plant. It conducts water and minerals received from the roots to the leaves to prepare food. Also transport food materials received from the leaves to the other parts of the plants. In some cases, the stem stores food. For example, potato, ginger, colocasia. Next, the leaves. Most of the trees or plants we see around us have green leaves. Leaves are flat, green structure present in plant. The leaves of different plants differ in their shape and size, etc. But most leaves have a leaf blade or lamina, a petiole, and a leaf base in common. The leaf blade is the broad, flat part of the leaf. The stalk of the leaf is called the petiole. The petiole connects the leaf blade to the stem. The petiole continues in the lamina as the main vein or the midrib. From the midrib, branches go out laterally in the leaf blade and are called veins. The point of attachment of the leaf to the stem is the leaf base. In some cases, the leaf base may bear two small leaf-like structure called stipules. Children, in midrib only we can see the vascular bundle. Vascular bundle consists xylem and phloem. Xylem transports the water from the root and phloem transports the food prepared in the leaf. Functions of the leaf. Leaves prepare food by photosynthesis using water, carbon dioxide, and chlorophyll in the presence of sunlight. Children, photosynthesis is nothing but food preparation process. It's like we prepare food in our kitchen. They give out excess water in the form of water vapor through stomata. This process is known as transpiration. Children, transpiration is nothing but evaporating the water through leaves. Leaves are having small pores on them. They are called stomata. Plants give out excess water in the form of water vapor through this stomata. Leaves also help in the exchange of gases. During photosynthesis and transpiration, air enters and goes out of the leaves through the stomata. Yes, children, during the photosynthesis, green plants absorb carbon dioxide and release oxygen. Next, the flower. The flower helps in sexual reproduction, which leads to the formation of fruits and seeds. This happens after pollination and fertilization. Parts of a flower. A flower has four parts, namely calyx, corolla, androecium, and gynoecium. The calyx is the outermost part of the flower, with the green leaf-like part are called sepals. These sepals enclose and protect the flower when it is bud. Corolla. The second colorful part of the flower inner to the sepals that contains petals is the corolla. Petals may be of different colors in different flowers. They are colorful to attract insects for pollination. What is pollination? Reaching of the pollen grains to the stigma of the flower. Androecium. The third part of the flower is the androecium, which has the stamen, the male part of the flower. Each stamen has two parts, a long filament and a bag-like structure on top called the anther. The anther contains pollen grains, which contains the male gametes. Gynoecium. The innermost part is the gynoecium, which has the pistil, the female part of the flower. Pistil has a swollen ovary at the base, which continues as a long style and ends as a sticky stigma at the top. The ovary contains the ovule, which has the egg or the female gamete. On fertilization, the ovary turns into fruits and the ovule into seeds. Functions of a flower. As flowers are the reproductive part of the plant, they help in reproduction and develop into fruits and seeds. Next, adaptations of plants to different habitats. Plants change or modify their body parts to live and grow in a particular habitat. These changes in the structure and features that allows a plant to survive in a habitat are called adaptation. Based on their habitat, plants are classified into three different types: hydrophytes, mesophytes, and xerophytes. Hydrophytes. Plants that are adapted to live in water are called hydrophytes. Hydro means water and phyta means plants. Hydrophytes can be divided into three: free floating, fixed floating, and submerged. Free floating hydrophytes. These are water plants which floats freely on the surface of the water. For example, water hyacinth. Free floating hydrophytes live in water, but their root is not fixed in the ground. Due to this, they move one place to another. Next, fixed floating hydrophytes. These plants are fixed to the bottom of the pond or tank, and their leaves and flowers float on the surface of the water. Example, lotus, water lily. Next, submerged hydrophytes. These plants are fixed to the bottom of the water body and they remain fully submerged under the water. Example, Hydrilla vallisneria. Mesophytes. Mesophytes are land plants which grow in moist habitat with moderate water supply. Meso means intermediate. They cannot grow in places with too little or too much of water. Example, rose, sunflower, hibiscus, wheat, mango. In mesophytes, the root system is well developed. The stems are aerial. The leaves are generally large, broad, and of different shape. Next, xerophytes. Plants which grow in dry, desert-like conditions are called xerophytes. Xero means dry and phyta means plants. Their plant's body is adapted to suit high temperature and water scarce conditions. Xerophytes have a very long root system to go deep into the soil in search of water. In plants like Opuntia, the stem is flat, green and thick and does the functions of the leaf. Leaves are reduced to thorns or spines in order to prevent excessive loss of water through transpiration. Children, in these plants, Their leaves are modified into spines and thorns to avoid the transpiration. Since the leaves are modified into spines, stems are doing the photosynthesis. Okay, children, with this I conclude this lesson. I'll meet you in next class. Thank you.